Hey everyone, it's Friday.
Okay, so I officially suck at the American accent. In case you haven't already noticed, I'm not Lindsay. You clever people out there may have noticed this by two rather simple things. One, I'm British. Or number two, I don't have red hair and my hair's short. So this week's theme was Harry Potter boyfriends. And although I said that I was Hermione Granger last week, my Harry Potter boyfriend is actually Fred Weasley. So my boyfriend is Fred Weasley. You may have noticed a few things that have changed since the last cut, probably. My hair's tied up. Don't know if you can see out of the window, but it's now dark and it was light before. There are several good reasons for this. You may have heard, but when I was doing the drum roll, there was suddenly this brr, brr, and then I said Fred Weasley, and then I had to peg it downstairs to answer the call. It was my best friend, Kate. We were on the phone for about an hour and a half, and at one point I was lying across my hallway, my feet were in the kitchen and my head was by the radiator. I stayed like that for a while. And then my mom came home, and then we ate Chinese. So about Fred Weasley. I really like him because he's funny. People who say that the twins are the same are complete maniacs. George is the funnier of the two. He's the one who says the funny things. Fred is also funny, but in a different way. He makes fun of people. And he says the wittier and more sarcastic things. So yeah, my Harry Potter boyfriend is Fred Weasley. I kind of went through a bit of a spurt of Harry Potter boyfriends. It started with Harry, and then I dumped him.
So Lindsay, you can have him.
Then I went on to Oliver Wood. Then I started reading fan fiction and had a bit of a thing for George. Now I'm landed with Fred. Yeah. So this is a message to Holly. They're taking your blood too? Now I'm not a complete loner. So I've still not had my blood tests yet. I don't know if I ever actually told you this, through a camera, but when I went to the doctors, they asked me a load of embarrassing questions. Now they're sending me off to have my blood stolen and stored and tested. So I was in the dinner hall today with my friends, and we were just kind of sitting down, and a load of year 8s came and sat next to me. I'm in year 9, by the way. There was this one redhead who was kind of cocky, and him and his mates sat down, and one of his friends was still standing up. So he calls over me, and he says to his friend, "Hey, keep standing because we've got some people to move." So I just looked at him and said, "Really?" And he looked straight at me, and he says, "Yeah, because look at my poor friend Noah over there. He looks like he's about to cry." At which point his friend sitting next to him turns to the red guy and says, "I bet that would have worked really well if you weren't ginger." So I just looked at the redhead guy and goes, "I have no thing against gingers. Some of my best friends are gingers. Lindsay, I'm talking to you." The guy looked kind of scared. So that's really my life.
I just realised I forgot to tell myself that I'd see myself on Monday, so here it is.